Welcome back to Center Stage. We'll jump right back into AAPI chapter's annual convention. We'll now hear from Indian Consul General Ambassador Prabhu Dayal and Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano. Let's take a look.
You know, there's a story which I always like to tell about all these beautiful things which are said about me, because I want to always put matters in perspective. You know, there was a man who was going to die, and the authorities were not able to decide whether he should be sent to heaven or to hell. This is because he was good but not so good as to be sent to heaven. He was bad but not so bad as to be sent to hell. So the authorities decided to give him the chance to decide where he wants to go. They said, you decide if you want to go to heaven or hell. He was a very clever man. He said, can I see the two places? They said, all right. They took him one side, showed him through the door. There were people having a great time. Bars were open, dancing floors, people were having a great time. There were also casino tables. He said, well, this is very nice. Can I see heaven? He thought it would be even more fun. They took him to the other side. They made him see through the door. There was a very holy atmosphere. Everybody was in a state of prayer. There were priests and others all around. And it was a very saintly atmosphere. So he said, heaven is very nice, but I think I prefer to go to hell. They said, sure. They took him through the door, pushed him, and soon he was fried in boiling oil. So he screamed. He said, what's this? You showed me something else. So they said, that was the publicity. This is the real thing. I'm telling you that because all those things which were put on the screen and which were spoken about were the job of my publicity agents. The actual thing, as you all know, is very different. But nonetheless, this is a wonderful occasion for me. It's a very special occasion for me because of a number of reasons. Firstly, this is an extraordinary event organized by one of the most distinguished groups of the Indian American community, and that is the AAPI Long Island and Queens chapter of the Indian American Doctors. AAPI is, of course, a very distinguished institution, and Indian American doctors have earned the praise and the admiration of everybody here. Every single American with whom I have had the occasion to interact has been full of praise for the role which Indian American doctors have been playing in this country. And of course I say that they represent the cream which comes out of Indian medical schools. And the quality of Indian medical education is so high that naturally the cream will rise to the top in any society. So my congratulations to members of AAPI and all the Indian American medical community for having done so well and brought so much of glory and pride to India too.
The Indian community has been a great friend to me. They've helped my administration greatly, and I think that the values that we share is the reason that we work so well together. First of all, wisdom. The honoring of wisdom and history and family and tradition and hard work and respect for professional excellence. I understand how hard you work. I get to witness it. I get to share time with doctors that work so hard, like Dr. Kumar for the National University Medical Center and other hospitals across the county. Their 24/7 dedication. I just spoke to a doctor the other day. I asked the doctor, I see him all the time, I said, when do you ever take off? And he says, I take off 30 hours a year. I try at least. Thanksgiving and a little bit other time with my family. And that's only if he doesn't get paged out. So I understand that type of dedication. And when you're not helping patients, you're studying. You're continuing to educate yourselves, and you come together in organizations like this. I don't know how you find the time to be charitable with all the hard work and demand that you have in your practices. But I know one thing as county executive, I am so honored, happy, and thankful that you do choose your time to spend in this organization and give back. I really am just humbled by that. So I would like to say, again, I am very honored by this recognition. In Nassau County, we are working hard to effectuate change. And I know that you're very busy in your practices and you spend your spare time donating and helping others that could not afford your services. But I understand that we in government have to make it easier for you. We collectively understand that something's not right, where taxes keep rising, services keep diminishing, and things keep getting harder. So we're trying to make that change in county government. And there are so many forces that try to dilute that message. There's so many special interests that don't want to see change. But I would like to acknowledge the intellect in this room, the compassion in this room, and the support in this room that knows better, that supports sensible reform, that's out there helping me and helping our government do the right thing and institute reforms for the people of Nassau County.
Members of the medical community were honored by AAPI's QLI chapter. Other special members of the greater community were also recognized. To top the night off, upbeat tunes were provided by local vocal talent.
फूलों के रंग से दिल की कलम से मुझको लिखी रोज पाती कैसे बताऊं किस तरह से पल पल तुझे तू सताती तेरे ही सपने लेकर के खोया तेरी ही यादों में जागा बादल बिजली चंदन पानी जैसा
Another successful year and convention for AAPI's Queens Long Island chapter. Thank you so much for joining us for this very special episode of Center Stage. Feel free to contact us by emailing us at cs@globosatent.com and visit us on the web at gen-i.us.com. I'm your host, Juhi Desai. Sahara Pranam.